Anyways, I came to York Community Action by way of the shelter in York County, in Alfred. I was homeless, suicidal, depressed. I've gone through a lot of breakdowns before I came here. I've had many shock treatments. It's cost the government a lot of money for years to save me from myself. I found myself in a shelter trying to pick a day to die. Somebody recognized that maybe I need some kind of counseling, and they hooked me up with York Community Action with a woman by the name of Anna Alvarez, who was very instrumental. She's retired, in my recovery. I didn't know anything about mental illness, other than they said I had it. I was shipped from one hospital to the other, from one doctor, one med to the other, and I can honestly say that since day one I stepped into this building here on Spruce Street, which had the dentist, because I was in a lot of dental pain, but I was embarrassed and ashamed, and it started the ball rolling.
I grew up in poverty. I was fortunate that my parents were able to get me out of our situation, get me through dental school, and have a successful career. I look at every patient and I think to myself, the patients that we see primarily in community health, and I see myself in that patient. This is me when I was a young boy. And how did I get out of there? Because somebody was able to help me here and there, and I managed to make it out.
I couldn't imagine if somebody told me in February of 2007 that I would be actually in my own house that I own. I couldn't imagine that. But through York Community Action, their first time homeowner course I participated in, and now I am a homeowner. I'm not suicidal. I go back and I step back from time to time. York Community Action's always been here for me in many different ways.
And there are times when things are personal like this. Being a single mother in my situation and having to be the head of a household, having to take care of kids, whether they're 13 or 18 or, just being the one people look up to and not being able to make things happen breaks your heart. The last thing I wanted to do was have my kids on the street.
They can now concentrate on the important things in life. If you have to worry every day about mouth pain, you can't concentrate on being a parent, being an employee. Some of our folks manage to get some work and they have to take time off from work because of pain. Some of them can't take time off from work because they'll get fired and they live in pain. And then finally they're no longer living in pain, or they're not embarrassed about their smile, and that means they can concentrate on having a life.
Because you get to the point you're broken, and I think that's where I was, broken. So basically Jennifer took my burden on her. That's where I'm going to get teary at. She took, my burden.
My first thing on the board of directors, I was assigned to finance committee. At the time I had a payee, and Diane Letourneau welcomed me in there, and she made it simple. As simple as she could for me. And I always admired that. Now I'm on the planning board, so I don't have to count too much. But Diane's got that under control. It's so cool to sit there at a board meeting and listen to these people that come in from the outside, or the group members, the board members, share what they have and how they do it. I'm not really a pie chart person, and that's okay too, but they make it simple. Words were ringing out like, the kindness that I was getting, the treatment I was getting, and people are looking me in the eye and they're not looking down, they're not lecturing me. I'm not scolded, I'm not in trouble. I'm not anything other than me. And I said, this is my life. And those words came out, this is my life. And I think I hold on to that when I start, and I spread that to other people, say, this is your life. This is your life. And that's the gift. And I can't put it into words, but that's how I receive it. And when things get tough, I say, this is my life. And I feel like I'm part of the herd, you know? And I am. I am part of the herd. So whoever come up with this idea of getting people who are recipients or consumers also involved, I mean, that really works, no matter what it is.